Actually, wait, let me restart. Yeah, more chances to get the glitches. That's a good way to look at it, Josh. Whatever, I'll just repeat myself.
Johnny Cage.
God damn it. But yeah, this was a this was pretty much the first fighting game to kind of overtake Street Fighter 2. I mean, Street Fighter 2 was pretty big for like a full year. Like, I want to say it was. I mean, it depends on where you lived, of course. Other places might not have gone in on Mortal Kombat, but Mortal Kombat was like one of those games that just kind of built over time. Like, it definitely got boosted by the whole the home version, the whole Mortal Monday thing. But this game kind of started slow, built up in popularity like over like the course of like the late 1992 into 1993. Oop. Man, they actually... Okay. That's too far for the sweep. Blue Shinryu, thank you for the 5 months. But yeah, pretty much the only stage I worry about is Liu Kang. That's why the last run kind of died there, because he's got that flying kick. But yeah, a lot of the stuff in this game is intended to be as different as possible from Street Fighter 2. You don't have the same kind of combos. You can't like cancel normal moves into special moves. There's no guaranteed ground combos. That's why juggles kind of became a thing.
Johnny Cage wins. Fatality.
And yeah, it did the whole fatality thing did kind of start the whole violence in video game thing, huh? Nope. I guess that's the other thing with the whole Mortal Monday launch is that, of course, the Genesis version ended up doing way better just because it had the fatals, bro. It had the fatalities. It had the blood. They actually had to change some of the fatalities for the Super Nintendo version. The Super Nintendo version actually looked better. It looked closer to the arcade. Although even like gameplay-wise, like the Genesis version still felt better. Like there's just some weird shit going on with the Super Nintendo version. So the Genesis version was pretty much better in every way except the graphics and sound.
Johnny Cage wins. Fatality. Test your might.
Yeah, as high as possible. Oh god, there's Liu Kang again. Keep waiting to see if anything will fly by the moon. Oh.
Johnny Cage wins. Flawless victory.
Yeah, if Silhouettes decided to fly by the moon, I'd have a chance at Reptile, but that only happens after like 40 matches have been played on the machine. It actually keeps a running count. Oh, that wasn't a double perfect anyway.
Johnny Cage.
You gotta do the pit fatal. Before anybody could figure out the fatalities, at least everybody knew how to uppercut people into the pit. Because of course this was before the internet. Easy access to what all the fatalities were not a thing for most people. Although, true story, before like anybody I knew knew any fatalities, I got Sub-Zero's to come out like just by mashing. Sub-Zero's fatality is like forward, down, forward, high punch. And like we all knew that fatalities were in the game, we just didn't know how to do them. And so I would just like win around and then just start like mash a bunch of directions and then hit a button and see what happens. And I got Sub-Zero's fatality to come out, and then fucking lost my shit. Like, oh my god, he pulled his head off, what the fuck? And I couldn't figure out how to do it. I couldn't reproduce it. Like, I think I just mashed a bunch, and after like 15 tries, I eventually got it again. For some reason, I didn't want to like actually try like everything, like every combination of joystick and button. Like, I knew it was with high punch, but I didn't know the joystick inputs. Oops. Yeah. Okay, let's checking out that cage dick. Oop. Wow. Computer's being rude tonight. And of course, one of the other things with this game is that the way like hits attacks work in this game, you're never allowed to get a you're never allowed to trade normal moves. Like, if two jump kicks get stuck out, like one of them always has to win. Like, the only way moves can trade is if you both throw a fireball at each other, since fireballs never collide. So it's really hard to get double KOs or draw games in this. It is technically possible with fireballs, but it's not easy. Oh my god, I'm getting anti-aired. Not a combo. Give him the chicken leg. There we go. God, crouching kicks in the Mortal Kombat games always looked super janky. This kick. Oh yeah, I can't even do the nut punch on Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage doesn't have nuts apparently. They changed that in later games, but I think they just forgot to put in an animation of him getting hit in the balls.
Johnny Cage wins. Fatality.
I mean, it is technically possible to get a draw game in this. I have seen it happen when two fireballs hit at the same time. Yeah, how am I gonna hit him with the nut punch now? When in doubt, just do this. Not everybody has a jump punch this good. A lot of them are a lot slower to come out, but Cage can kind of do this to do block damage. That's another thing, like, all moves in this game except for like Sub-Zero's freeze do block damage. Normal attacks do block damage. That was kind of unusual at the time. Yeah, he's gonna block that now. I've been trying to do the nut punch after the fatality, that glitch I keep trying to do, but computer is not cooperating tonight. Yep. Oops. There we go. There we go, double fatality. Scorpion has two heads. I finally got one of them. So yeah, there's like 1 frame or something where you can still do inputs after Cage's fatality, so you can actually do the fatality motion again, or you can try to mash out a special move. Like if you do the nut punch will come out after the fatality, and it cancels the animation out and brings their head back. It doesn't work on everybody though. It works on the ninjas, so it should work on Sub-Zero. Yep.
Johnny Cage wins.
Didn't do the thing. Chopping broccoli! God, they fall really fast in this. Alright, see if I can get the other glitch. Yeah. There we go, I got the nut punch. Damn it.
Johnny Cage wins. Fatality.
Oh well. I guess I get one more chance, but I kinda want to do the Goro glitch. Oh, I can't do it on... I can't do the nut punch on Sonya anyway. Oh. Wow, rare footage of Liu Kang deciding to do nothing. Don't give up, skeleton. Hey, flawless.
Johnny Cage wins. Flawless victory. Fight.
There we go. Nope. Liu Kang, please. He's going ham. Okay. There we go. Alright. Actually, I don't remember the exact way to do this. Maybe I can do it. I think I gotta get in the corner. And then just keep walking back.
Johnny Cage wins.
Oh, I messed it up. Oh well. But yeah, I mentioned earlier that like the original versions of Mortal Kombat 1, Goro was way harder. Like you couldn't knock him down at all. If you did a jump kick or an uppercut, he'd take the hit and then just kind of no sell it and not get knocked down. So he was extremely difficult in those early versions. We found one method that worked for Scorpion. Because even if you did like spear into uppercut with Scorpion, he would just get knocked back. But you could just like keep jabbing the air, and he would like just sit there blocking. And then when the spear comes out, he would actually get hit by it. Oops. Fuck. Oh, he's trying to do a jump punch, man. There we go. Should be fine now.
Johnny Cage wins. Flawless victory.
So yeah, once you... Just like everything else in the game, once you get the jump kick loop down, it's kind of a joke. Alright, Shang Tsung, he can transform into anybody. Usually does that to, like, dodge moves. Booger trade.
Wins.
Love how he just slides back. Yeah, we always called Cage's fireball the booger. And Liu Kang was throwing cheese balls. Oh, nice. Death by booger. Oh, it fucked up the camera, too. It didn't focus on Shang Tsung. It's supposed to, like, go over to where he is. Oh, look at those Cage Norps. Goes on to film Mortal Kombat the movie and its many successful sequels. Foreshadowing. Although, successful sequels? What successful sequels? They only made one Mortal Kombat movie, right? They definitely didn't make a sequel.
Johnny Cage.
Definitely not.
Kano. Raiden. Liu Kang. Scorpion. Sub-Zero.
Daniel Pesina put in work.
Sonya.
He was like the first guy they got to. I think Cage was like the first character they did all the digitization for. What? You mean Goro wasn't a real person? It's good. Good, it's good. But yeah, this is the game that kind of sparked its own series and its own line of games that weren't really Street Fighter 2 knockoffs, but Mortal Kombat knockoffs. Some of which we'll see later. Also, I vented about this on Discord, but the other thing about this game is that, like, it has a scoring system. Like, it's giving you points and all that. But you can never get on the high scores through score, because the high scores say longest winning streak, so longest winning streaks only count for versus matches. And the score is completely meaningless, because, like, the default high win streak is 10 wins. If you get 10 wins, but get like 5 million points or a higher score or something like that, it puts your score as second. Because whoever gets that winning streak first, like, automatically has first place on the high scores. And they didn't handle the whole checking for win streaks very well in this, because when you start playing versus matches, like it has a continue timer for somebody else to join in. And if you let the timer run out, it stops the win streak entirely. Like pretty much every other fighting game, if it keeps track of a win streak, it'll still keep it in memory. And then if somebody joins in later, like the win streak is still there. But it stops the win streak entirely because it's checking the high scores like after the timer runs out. So you have to get all those wins in one session. They kind of didn't program it right. And yeah, there was a Mortal Kombat comic book. Offer expires November 1st, 1993. Oh. Missed it by like 27 years.